up, YouTube people? Welcome to Jasmine T TV. I am Jasmine T, and today the T stands for tired, okay? Your girl is tired, but we can't stop, won't stop. All right, we gotta get to Mexico, okay? And we're leaving in like 12 hours. And this is the packing video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, this is part 3 of how to move abroad. I'm showing you my entire transition to Mexico. If you missed part 1, part 2, you can click above and watch those. In part 1, I told y'all I was going to Mexico. In part 2, I told you guys about the pros and cons for me personally and how I weighed those factors in making this decision, okay? And today, I'm just showing you guys what I'm taking to Mexico, all right? If you like the content that you see here, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, share. Tell your people about it, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. We're gonna try to do whatever we can today without, hopefully Remington will let us do what we need to do. Before we get started, I do want to say that there are no sponsorships, okay? Your girl ain't at that level yet, all right? There are no sponsorships in this video. Any brands that I show you, any items that I show you today, I just like them, or I was interested in them and I genuinely wanted to try them out, okay? So I'm just gonna show you guys like why I choose certain things and why I think, you know, why they're a good fit for me, all right? So first I'm gonna show you guys the luggage that I choose, and you're gonna have to move, bruh. Watch out, Remy. Move. Move. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the luggage that I choose. All right, so I got this luggage from Nordstrom Rack. It is by Travel Pro. And the reason that I like this luggage versus this luggage, this little cheap something that I bought, I like it because it has the stretch. You see the stretch? All right, that's important. This does not have the stretch. This was part of a 3-piece set. I paid 60 USD for the entire 3-piece set. This carry-on, the medium size and the big one. And I'm telling you guys, like, as soon as I was packing the medium one, I didn't use it one time. It was brand new and the zipper broke, okay? I had to tape it all up. All right, but this one I got, like I said, from Nordstrom Rack. I think it was what, like 90 bucks or something like that. But I like to get my stuff from like Nordstrom Rack, TJ Maxx, Ross, things like that, where you kind of get kind of quality but not paying the full price, all right? And I really liked this because it has all of the pocket things in it as well, and you can't really see, but it's not just this lining and then the hard shell. It's like it has a little give to it, and I thought that was really cool. I've never used Travel Pro before, but I'm excited to use it. And okay, I'll try not to make this a long video, but I'm kind of excited about this case, as you guys can see. And the turning radius is a lot better with this one, in my opinion, okay? So, and I kind of wanted something square so I could sit on it. All right, so now that's the luggage, okay? So now let's talk about what I'm going to put inside of this luggage, all right? So, one of the things that I really, really like are space saver bags. Can you guess how many pieces of clothing are in here? I had my mama guess, she was wrong. But can you guess how many pieces of clothing are in here? I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys at the end. But this was the space saver bag. I got 4 of these for $4.50 at TJ Maxx. Now I understand TJ Maxx, or if you're in Poland, or I guess Europe, is TK Maxx. I know in Poland it's TK Maxx. But I understand that, you know, you just find things by luck. But of course, you can get things like this on Amazon as well. I've been using these for over 2 years, like space saver bags, not these particularly, but I've been using these for quite some time, and they're a lifesaver, dude, for real. So I have lots of clothes in here. I try not to go overboard. By the way, guys, I'm only taking the carry-on, a personal bag, and I'm taking this fanny pack, okay? Do you guys like this? You can go to jasminetv.com and get this fanny pack. But seriously, I do wear this fanny pack, especially when I go to the airport. I like putting my passport, my boarding tickets, everything that I just need to get to quick, my phone, everything. It's just like, boom, right there. So I really do like a fanny pack. So even if you don't get this one, I do recommend a fanny pack. Did I say fancy? Fanny pack. Okay, I do recommend a fanny pack. What else am I putting in this suitcase? Okay, and by the way, so like I said, I'm just taking this carry-on. I'm taking a personal item that I can fit my laptop in and whatever other little electronics. and I'm taking the fanny pack because I generally accumulate or take entirely too much stuff with me. So this is like a challenge to myself, especially since I'm going to Mexico and I know I won't just be in one city. I'll be moving around to like different cities to see which one I vibe with. And I don't want to be lugging around a whole bunch of stuff. Like that just won't be wise. And if I do get more things, then I can just like buy a suitcase and then check it whenever I fly back, you know? So right now I'm just not trying to take too much stuff, okay? So let's talk about what else. We got the clothes. I do know that I'm going to take like 3 pairs of shoes, just like a casual pair of sneakers, like cute sneakers, like leopard print. And then some workout sneakers, okay, so I can try to like lose this arm fat and stuff. And then I am going to take some sandals, okay, because I haven't been able to wear sandals in quite some time. I've been living in Poland. So we also have the makeup bag, all right? So I use Fenty products because more than likely you're gonna find your shade if you go with Fenty. If you have a certain brand, if you have a brand that you're just absolutely in love with, you need to check if they have your shade where you're going, okay? More than likely, Fenty is gonna have that shade. Even in Warsaw, they had the entire Fenty like foundation line, okay? So, I mean, kudos to Rihanna, man. Like, she really looked out, you know what I'm saying? So I switched over to Fenty and now I don't have to really worry about if they have my shade or not if I know that there's a Sephora, okay? Anything else in here? Let me see, that I wanted to mention. No, not really. I found this like little cool sponge holder for people who are interested in that. I found that for $1.50 today at TK Maxx. All right, so that is the makeup bag. Next, we'll go to talk about the hair, okay? We have a lot of hair things going on here. Most importantly is this bag, all right? I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I have a lot of 2.5 ounce containers here, and I never really traveled with like travel containers. I don't know why. I was tripping. So I guess because I was always checking the bag and I said, okay, I can just put this in there if I check it. I use Nairobi, by the way, if anyone is interested. But I was looking around the house and we have all of these like bigger items, like the big Nairobi shampoo. We have the big Philosophy face wash. We have like the big thing of body wash. So I said, you know what? Why don't I just fill like these with the shampoo and I won't have to worry about it, because I did see someone post like, hey, what's one thing that you wish you would have brought more of? And they said hair products. Like, that's one thing that I was scared of running out of in Korea. And then in Poland, they had this website called Napiek Nawose. I've talked about it before, but they really had some good products. They didn't have Nairobi, but they had actually products for kinky curly hair, which I was shocked. But anywho, I have my conditioner, I have my shampoo, I have my hair gel in one of these, okay? So I filled that up. Also, I filled up, this is the other hair bag, okay? All my brushes and combs and things like that. But I also filled up one of these with body wash. Of course, I'm going to Mexico City, which is like one of the largest cities in the world. So of course they have face wash. Of course they have body wash. Like, you can get a lot of the stuff there. It depends on what kind of traveler you are. It depends on what your preference is. But sometimes if you're on a flight, no matter how short, no matter how long, you just want to get there and you don't want to worry about running errands, okay? So I'm the type, like, I just want to get there. I want to check in. Maybe I want to go see something. Maybe I want to take a nap. Maybe I just don't want to go anywhere. I don't really want to worry about running errands, finding a pharmacy or anything like that. I just want to be good to go as soon as I get there. Just have a little bit of something. And once I get like my bearings around the city and understand the city and like maybe public transportation and stuff like that, then okay, I'll go run errands, all right? And that's just how I would like to do things. And then sometimes it's just good to have your own body wash, because in some of the Airbnbs and hostels and things like that, the body wash is weird. So sometimes it's just good to have your own thing. You'll probably notice that I do have flax seeds in here, because this is what I use to detangle my hair. I boil like 3 spoonfuls of flax seeds, and that's how I detangle my hair. Yeah, shout out to what's her channel name? Natural 85. I found that recipe years ago, and it's been my Oh my gosh. It's been what I've been living by. Okay, so we also have, oh, we weren't done with the hair. Okay, so of course I've showed you all like my shampoo and things like that, but I told you in the last video that I will probably be experimenting with this hair, and if shit hits the fan, we have 7 packs of Kanekalon, okay? This is necessary. Ladies, you know that this right here is a good 4 to 8 weeks. Depends on how you are, okay? Some people might go a little longer than that. Some people might be a little shorter than that. But this is a 4 to 8 week hairstyle, okay? This is 7 packs of Kanekalon. That's a jumbo twist, jumbo braids. That's something, all right? Okay, then we have all of the toiletries and things like that. Oh, I gotta show you this. Okay, so in Poland, I had to take vitamin D supplements for the lack of sun, and here I'm expecting a lot of sun. And I Googled like sunscreen for black folks, and I found this Black Girl sunscreen. They actually have it at Target, so there's no white residue. So I'm actually looking forward to using that. And everything that I have, y'all, this is 3 fluid ounces. I think it costs like $14.99 if I'm not mistaken. So the reviews were really, really good, by the way. Anything else I have in here that I want to discuss? Nope. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I just have pretty much just everything in case of emergencies. I have a Tide whiteout pen, a lint brush, razors. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's just regular, not necessarily emergency, but yeah, that's what I have. I do have a first aid kit as well. Knock on wood. There's nobody at the door. That was me. Okay, I'm having trouble closing this. All right, in the last video, I talked about, using common sense, and I'm really glad that we're doing this whole how to move abroad, part 1, part 2, part 3, because in the comment section, people are giving their own tips, giving their own advice. Anything that I talk about, this is just what works for me personally. These are just suggestions. These aren't anything that you have to do. You have your own way of doing things, and then I can learn from you guys as well. Someone mentioned like having copies of your passport and maybe taking your passport to like an international bank and putting it in a safety deposit box, your passport and other valuables. So I've already made copies of my passport, and that's what I plan on doing when I get there. So shout out, I don't remember who made that comment, sorry, but shout out to you. I really appreciate that, okay? So I also have this RFID wallet because you can kind of just like slide it anywhere kind of situation. I got this from Nordstrom Rack too. I kind of went ham in Nordstrom Rack, just FYI. They have all these little cool things. Yeah, but I've always had some type of RFID wallet going through airports and things like that ever since, oh wow, even before I went to Korea. So I've been traveling with stuff like this for, I guess, okay, can we do math? 4 years now? Oh gosh, goodness. And also I'm taking my laptop with me, but before I go, I am going to back it up on my WD passport. I got this from Best Buy. So my passport Ultra for Mac. Okay, I think they're different depending on what type of computer you have, determines what kind of like passport you need. But I'm gonna back it up and then I'll just leave this here in the States. Other little things that I saw people recommend, like earplugs, because I hear it can get kind of noisy for whatever reason, so I'll have that. I've always slept with a face mask, and so I will have that as well. Of course, I'll have my vlogging equipment. I already checked on the outlets. The outlets are the same as the States. I don't need any adapters or anything like that. By the way, I told you guys to guess. Oh gosh, there are 31 articles of clothing in here. Okay, there are 31 articles of clothing, and I will have like a separate bag for like my unmentionables. So that'll be in here as well. So all right, that's it. Bonus tip. Since you made it to the end of the video, this is your bonus tip. So about transferring funds, okay? What I did before I went to Korea, we called the bank ahead of time and I got currency, okay? I try not to get currency from the airport, all right? That's just what I try not to do. But I remember when I went to Poland for the first time, I completely forgot about the currency. Like, I don't know, I wasn't thinking, and I literally went with like 12 US dollars in my pocket. And I have Wells Fargo, and I just told them before I left, actually, you can just go online and say, hey, I'm traveling to this country for this period of time. So it won't set off any like fraud alerts or anything like that, or your card won't be frozen. So I make sure I do that. And then I just use that at the ATM. That's what I did for that first time. Of course, I got a Polish bank account when I was in Poland. So because this time, in Mexico, I will be going around to see if this is a good fit for me. I don't foresee myself getting a bank account in Mexico right now. I do have a Revolut card, okay? So I've had a Revolut card for like a year, but I've never used it until today just because I wanted to see, hey, like if I put money on it and I swipe it, does it work? So Revolut is a MasterCard, and from what I understand, maybe you guys have used Revolut before and you can maybe give a better explanation, but you can carry like virtual accounts on this card in multiple currencies. So I have USD, I have Polish zloty, I think I have another currency on there. But when I checked, it didn't have Mexican pesos, okay? Which was like, okay, maybe they'll get it in the future. But when you add money to your card, it's supposed to give you like a favorable exchange rate, and then when you spend, it'll automatically spend in that currency. But like I said, it doesn't have Mexican pesos. But the good thing is, from what I understand, you won't get those international fees. Like when you buy something, you won't get that international fee. When I use Wells Fargo, I get the exchange fee and the international fee. So I'm gonna use Revolut when I'm down there. Everything is pretty much through the app, and it's easy to transfer funds. Now, if I did have an account down there, then I would use Transferwise. Now that's the platform that I used a lot. I use Transferwise a lot. I would transfer money from my American bank account to my Polish bank account. So I would recommend Transferwise, okay? And then Revolut, it worked today. So I'll let you guys know how it goes, I guess, when I'm down there, okay? So that's the bonus tip. That's everything that we're packing. We're flying out tomorrow. Gonna meet mi hermano, my little brother, okay? And that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at JasmineT_TV. And I'll see you guys in Mexico. Bye.